the Lux Oracle, and I am in the video, and I want to talk about something that has been like showing up a lot in my reality. I actually wanted to do a video about this a while back, but um, I've just been seeing a lot of different things that made me be like, I really need to do this video. So one of the things, I saw a video, and I really wish I had the content creator's name. Please forgive me because I don't have her name. But it was like a clip that I saw on Instagram. And she was saying that women need to stop looking at, or really people in general, need to stop looking at red flags as red flags, and they need to start looking at it like exit signs, right? Because the red flags be red flagging, okay, don't they? And usually when you're done with the relationship and you've combed over all of the things that have happened in the relationship, you're like, girl, I knew I knew a long time ago that this was a problem or that was a problem. So I'm going to talk about some of these red flags that really are exit signs, and also they are indicators that a man is insecure. And one of the things that I have discovered, I would say it's one of my theories, and I'm not going to say I'm the first person who's ever said this, 'cause I'm sure someone has said it before, but I've never heard it before, is that when any man that tries to basically take you out of the game or keep you out of the game or whatever, or try to keep you repressed, particularly sexually, they're doing that because they cannot compete with other males, right? And I say this because based on what I've learned and what I've studied, competition is a masculine trait, right? If you look at animals, a lot of animals, excuse me, they actually compete with other animals in order for the opportunity to be able to mate. And usually it is survival of the fittest, and the weakest male usually is X off, I'll say. I don't want to say anything that's gonna get me whatever, in trouble on YouTube, but they're usually X'd out because by the time everybody's done fighting, they done got washed, okay? And a lot of these men, that's what they are, right? We they talk a lot, we hear a lot of things about women. That's why you ain't got no man. That's why you single. Okay, a lot of these men are single. A lot of them are single. And because of the low standards that society has told women to have, and that they just need to get a man, they really do have the pick of the litter, or they have had the pick of the litter. And so a lot of these men who have gotten ripe in age, I'll say, and have not been able to secure building a family unit, they are very angry, right? They're very, very, very angry because they never got to do what their biology wants to do. They were never angry. So one of the hugest red flags is just ridiculous, like, what's the word I want to use? It's like un unnecessary anger. Like they will just get mad at you about the dumbest and smallest of things. What they are trying to do when they are just nitpicking at you and picking at you and just making like little degrading comments. They are trying to get you to lower your standards. They're trying to break you down, because a lot of these men, they will go after strong women, or women who are very opinionated, women who are very independent. They will go after them to try to, like, they want to keep you in a certain place. They want to break you down. They want to get you to a place to where you're like, without him, I'm nothing. Like, so they'll make little comments, or they'll tell you, stop wearing makeup, form of sexual repression. Don't wear makeup. You can't walk out looking like that as far as your attire. Anything that's going to, what they think is going to make you less desirable to men. And if you are wearing something, say you're wearing a form-fitting dress, right, and you're about to go somewhere, they will say something to try to, or to tell you that that's not appropriate. They don't want you wearing that. And it's because they do not want to compete with other men. They don't want other men talking to you. And a man who is secure in himself, a man who knows that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing as far as in relation to you, if he's treating you properly and doing what he's supposed to be doing, he is not going to do that. Okay, a man who is like, you can't wear that, to, take your makeup off, I don't want you having no male friends, those types of men, their main focus is, I don't want other men to look at her, I don't want other men to give her attention, because if they do, I might get outdone. I'll probably get outdone. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this isn't just broke men that do this. It's not just broke men that do this. I actually had a very, very wealthy, I don't want to call him a suitor. I had a very, very wealthy gentleman that I was spending time with, I'll say, because he really ain't nobody, okay? Because again, money does not make somebody be confident in himself, and this person did have your mom's does they have money does not build character in people. Like, it's not going to make somebody who has weak character have strong character. It just gives them money, and they just have money. And a lot of times with money, it exacerbates your personality, right? So if you're an insecure guy and you get a lot of money, these are the type of guys that fly women out. And if she doesn't, if she doesn't put out or do whatever it is that he wanted her to do, then he like, oh, I ain't getting her no flight home. She just gonna be stuck out here. Yeah. Like, that's just his character. He just happens to have a lot of money, right? So this gentleman, he's older, so he already knows that he's not prime. He already know he's not prime real estate. He already know that. Physically, I'm not gonna go into detail. I'm trying. My intention is not to be mean, but physically, I mean, he's just not all that. There are some older gentlemen that are, silver foxes, as they call them. He's not a silver fox. But he has a great career. He has a lot of money. Older, divorced, no children at all, right? So, his dog died. He's admittedly very lonely, right? And what I noticed when I was doing, one of the things that one of the red flags that I caught on that became an exit sign was when I would be out in public, just minding my damn business. I was telling my friend this story a few weeks ago. I was in Quick Trip. I was getting myself a slush, because it was hot in summertime. I wanted me a little slush. And as I was getting the slush, I wasn't paying attention because I was just focused on getting my stuff and getting out of the store. There was a man working there, and he was like yelling across the gas station to another coworker about something. And he's like, yeah, man. I don't know what he said. I just know he said something. He raised his voice to get his coworker's attention. And I'm on the phone with insecure dude. And he's like, again, for the life of me, if you know anything about psychology, I don't know why a man would do this, because again, this is going to read to the female that you're insecure. But anyway, so out of nowhere, he goes, who is that? And I'm like, I don't know, somebody in the store. And he goes, oh. I tell you, I knew that he was on his way out then, because first of all, who went